Alright everyone, taking a trip to our local outdoors shop today. I'm going to stock up on some stuff for archery season and maybe get some other stuff. He sells a little bit of everything here, so I'll show you around the shop and talk a little bit with the owner about what he sells and stuff, and the deer scents that he has, and just a little overview of the shop. So I'll put a link in the description of his website and the shop address and stuff, so be sure to check him out. Pretty sure you can buy stuff online, so we'll see you there. Well, we made it. Everyone, welcome to Heritage Baits and Lures in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Let's go inside and see what he has. What's up, Arnie?
What's up, Ty? How you doing?
All right.
All right, Tyler, now we're on to like these calls that we caught in. These are fairly new for us. They're Feather Moon Outdoors. Two gentlemen come in here. They're from out in the Millville area, and they make these calls. They got the slate calls and they got the glass pot calls for turkey hunting. They got the mouth calls that they use. I know several guys that came to the shop bought them and had a lot of success with them. We use these this year for one of our giveaways here for a youth turkey hunt. It was really nice, and we'll probably do it again this year coming up. But these guys are able to take the youth's picture and put it in the glass call, so he has a collector's piece. You know, you have these coon squaller for the coon hunters out there, and you also have the coyote holler and stuff like that. You know, not only for coyote hunting, but these are good for locating. You know, a turkey, you get out there and they make that loud pitch and stuff, and the turkeys will gobble back at it. We have also an owl call and a crow call, but as you can tell, they're sold out, and our supply's been hit pretty good, and we're going to be restocking here shortly before the fall season comes in. So that's what I wanted to say about them. You know, if you get a chance, check it out. It's Feather Moon Outdoors and things. Tell them that we sent you, you know.
I actually used this call in a video, the youth turkey hunt video on my YouTube channel, to call in the turkey for rem, and they're really good calls. You can get soft with them and loud with them if you have to, and just really nice, well-built calls made by turkey hunters for turkey hunters.
Yep.
And that's the best kind of calls, is calls that are made
Out there.
by people that hunt. You
Right,
know?
not just punched out in the shop somewhere and stuff,
Yep.
but the guys who actually hunt with them and things like that, and that's what's really nice about that.
Yep.
And that's
Awesome.
pretty much it about them calls for right now. All right, so now we're going to talk about some of the archery products that we have. We'll just go down the line and talk about them a little bit. This is our elk urine. It's a bowl, comes. I get it right from the place that has it. I bottle it up into this. There's nothing added to this. It's just straight elk urine. Pine scent. It is what it is. All these right in here is our cover scents, and this pine has a really strong pine scent. You hunt in pine trees, that's what you want to use, is something like this. Acorn, if you're hunting around the oaks, you want a cover scent that smells like acorns crushed up. That's what this one is. These are coming up to be my two favorites of cover scents. This is our straight earth. This earth scent here took me a while to develop. You get some earth out there scent that smells like dry dirt. I didn't want to have that dry dirt smell, so we had to mess with it and do some blending. This smells like if you go outside and just after it's rained or even if it's slightly just dew on the grass, and you move them dirt around, that's what smells like. This is the one I'm excited for this year. I've gave out some already. Some guys have bought it already. This is our Mountain Blend. This year with this Mountain Blend, it has the earth tone undertone to it, but it has two other things. You go out into the mountains and you step out your back door. Some guy said to me the other night, it smells like if I step out my back cabin. That's what I have, that smell. And that's what's in there. Two other scents with it. You go out into the woods, you get up on a mountain somewhere, and you move them leaves around. This is what you smell right here, and it's an excellent cover scent. It's used in various ways. The covers are a drop or two in a tote, put the clothes in, at your tree stand. Every now and then I have guys that say they just open the bottle up a little bit and just squeeze the bottle just to let that mist out into the air. So I'm really excited about this Mountain Blend to hear the reviews that we're going to have on that this year. Then we get down into, this is our buck tarsal. It's just the tarsal gland that they have in regular urine. That one, the doe interdigital. That particular one is, you know, the interdigital gland is, one of them's right between the paws, and when they scrape, they squirt out part of that gland and that secretion out. You cut them glands out and then you put it into some urine and things, and that's what that doe interdigital is. And then this one here is probably, it just says doe on it. This is probably our biggest one that we move. It's doe urine, and it has two other ingredients added to it. It's simply, you make nice mock scrapes, or if you have regular scrapes in the area, you add this to it. Maybe even a drop up on the tree branch right above it, and you would be amazed at how the deer dig this up. As you can see, I have some pictures hanging around here. This particular doe urine is used on that deer there, and on this one here. This guy, that's all he uses is this doe right here. And the one that we have a picture up here is somebody that uses just our earth scent and straight blend and cover scent, and they says they don't smell you at all. So that's pretty much our doe line. We're looking at investing into some broadheads this year and some different blades. I have a guy online that anytime you have a bow that needs repair, I give you his number. You can call him, and he's ready to go to fix your bows, restringing, all the sights, everything. So we have a good variety of archery stuff and how to take care of the bow and the bow setup and things.
Alright, so we have a special announcement for you guys. In honor of Heritage Baits and Lures 1-year anniversary coming up in October, we'll be giving away this little package of all the cover scents that he has online and the deer scents, and we'll also be giving away this hat. Nice trucker style hat, snapback. So with archery season right around the corner here in Pennsylvania, you know, everyone's getting ready to stock up on their scents and everything they need for the archery season. So in this giveaway, we got a little bit of everything. One thing that he's sold out of right now, he's got a dominant buck lure too, which I used a couple years ago, and I still have that I use, and it works really good. But so we got the buck tarsal. I like using this in scrapes, you know, this in doe pee. The regular doe urine. 2 years ago, I actually like to put this stuff like on the bottom of my boots, you know, before I say I get where I think the deer are going to be traveling. Before I start walking there, I'll put some on my boots, you know, pretty much like a cover scent, but it adds the trail of a doe. And I actually had a group of deer. It was two doe and a buck, I think. The buck was right behind the two doe, and they were going to come down below me, you know, out of range. And right where I had that stuff on and walked on, and I had it on the bottom of my boots, the buck cut up right up on the ridge with me and walked right out right to my stand, and I ended up shooting him at like 15 yards. That was an awesome hunt. And we're also going to be giving away each of the cover scents that we talked about earlier, the Acorn, the Mountain Blend, which is new, and I smelled it and it smells awesome. It's going to be an awesome cover scent. Your Pine and Earth, which I was always raised by putting earth wafers and earth scent and stuff in a bin, like Arnie was saying earlier, and keep all your clothes in there, and then they smell like the dirt, just smell like earth, which I think the Mountain Blend will be good for that too, because then it's not just your clothes smelling like dirt, there's more to it. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to try out this new stuff this year and see the results. Obviously, they work, so it's been proven in the field. So I'm going to start the contest when I post this video, which will be Saturday, September 3rd, and we'll have it run till the next Saturday, and then the winner will be drawn Sunday, September 11th, would it be?
Yeah.
And all you have to do to enter the giveaway is like the YouTube video, subscribe, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Tyler Smith Productions, and
comment on it.
Leave a comment on it.
Yep.
Anything you want to comment. It could be a letter, nice video, whatever you want to comment, and that'll get you an entry into the drawing, and then the winner will be chosen at random and announced Sunday. So another way you can get an entry into the giveaway is we'll have this video posted on Facebook also. And if you like and share the video on Facebook, that'll also get you an entry on my page, Tyler Smith Productions, or Heritage Baits and Lures Facebook page.
Yep.
So be sure to check it out, and come on in for the 1 year anniversary get together. If you want to tell them about the 1 year anniversary event coming up.
All right, so we got a 1 year anniversary event coming up. I'm kind of excited about this. It's October the 15th. It'll start here, 8 o'clock in the morning. You get here, have some coffee with us. We'll have some pastries here. Everything that we do that day is free of charge. There ain't no cost to it to anybody. You come here, you'll get a rip-off ticket. One of the tickets will go in for the big drawing at the end of the day that we're going to have. The other one will be your food ticket, because we're going to serve some food here too. Get a little meal, get a sandwich, get some other stuff there too. But during that whole day of being here, we're going to have demos all day long and demonstrations of muskie fishing. There's a guy come talking about muskie fishing, what to look for, sign there. There's guys going to be talking about turkey hunting. One of the guys is going to come talk about turkey calls. We mentioned them in Feather Moon. Tyler is going to help with that a little bit on the sight and signs of turkey. We're also going to be talking a little bit about fox trapping. I have a gentleman coming over. He's our District 7 here director. He's going to talk on fox trapping. He's also going to talk about the importance of the Pennsylvania Trappers Association. We have another gentleman coming. He's going to bring his dogs down here. He's going to talk about coon hunting. So we have a whole event lined up for the whole day long.
Pretty much everything we talked about that we showed you guys around the shop. There's going to be somebody talking about each category, say
exactly,
and do a little seminar, I guess you would call it.
Yep, and the guy that I mentioned about doing the plastics, Tyler doesn't know how to use a particular tube or a particular plastic lure. Tom's going to be here to help coach with that. Hey, try it this way, hook it this way, different ways to hook it up. And there's some other events that are coming up. We got a beaver and mink trapping demonstration that day. Some people are going to talk about, we carry wax melts here. A girl locally here makes those wax melts, and she's going to talk in the back room about some different fragrances she's coming out with this year and different scents she has. So the whole day is going to be packed. It's fun. It's family orientated. The kids would really enjoy it. The nice thing is how I'm doing it is if you say, well, I want to be there for the muskie fishing and the beaver trapping, but nothing else, you can pick that time slot. You're not have to be the whole day here. You can actually see when they're going to be here, and choose that time. You know, our address here is, if you Google it or if you MapQuest it, it's 4640 Old Berwick Road, Bloomsburg. And I tell everybody it's across from the Central Columbia School. But if you really come out here and look, there's a big blue water tower out here, and our driveway's right across from the water tower, and it's easy to find.
And I'll put a link to his website in the description of the video, so you can go click on that, go right to his website. I'm sure the address is on there, the name of the shop and stuff. So,
Yeah.
and like he said, Google pretty much tells you everything. So just Google the shop, and you can get directions here, the address, whatever.
Right, and like it says, we'll have a giveaway at the end of the day, and we'll have some other stuff going on. So come and check it out. You know, our phone number, if you want to call, it's 570-204-9288. That's an easy way to just contact us and send me a text message or a call and ask whatever information, and I'll help you out with that. And so we're looking forward to that day. You know, it's exciting. One year, I'll be posting pictures on our Heritage Baits and Lures thing on Facebook, and I'm going to take a walk through the whole time when we had nothing in here, and how we slowly started building off the walls and moving forward. And I started making the connection with these local people, these local dealers, on how they're making their products and carrying them, and how we just kept expanding a little bit for a year. And we look into the future, what we'd like to carry, what we'd like to do. You know, our 2-year plan and our 5-year plan, and see how we can move forward that way too, and carrying more fishing stuff, more trapping stuff, archery stuff, but also, you know, how still keep that connection, because we call ourselves a mom and pop shop. People are coming in, they're getting to know us by first name, we're getting to know them by first name. They might want to come in and only buy 2 dozen minnows, or buy some wax baits, or anything, but they're staying a couple of minutes extra and talking about what's going on. So over here, Tyler, is where we have some used traps on for sale for fox, for coon, for muskrats. The ones down here are already set up. They have all the cables on them. They have the swivels on them, the drags on them. They're ready to go. We got some beaver traps right here. Got some conibears for beaver. We got some wooden stretchers that we have. We have catch poles. We got some tan furs for sale too, you know, and otter pelts and fox pelts right now. We got some of the hardware used for entrapping. You know, we got the crunch-proof swivels. We got tail strippers. We got some more traps over here. We got some new traps over there for coyotes. These are the Duke #2 square jaws. These are really nice, sturdy. Actually, it's a pretty strong trap. If guys want to early in the season want to pull these springs off, and then later on in the season put them back on for winter when the ground starts to freeze up a little bit. And we have some, like I said, we have the gloves, we have the pack baskets, hand warmers and body warmers. For those who are just starting out or don't really know all that lot and like to get more knowledge, we have different books they can read up on different sets. We got the shovels and the trawls, and they're called, and the sifters, and wax for preparing the traps, the dye for preparing the traps, and then we have a full line of traps and lures. This is a gentleman from over in towards the Lewisburg area over that way, Todd Strohecker. It's TS, but this is his ring burner, and this is Appalachian Lures here. And then we have our brand of lures. This is our new one out this year. It's called Jackal. It's a curiosity lure for fox and coyotes. And we have some red fox lure, beaver lure, and then we get into the essential oils and all different types of oils that we have. And then we have these different paste baits too for trapping, you know. Comes in a jar like this. This is a mulberry scent one. This one's used for groundhogs. You can see it just has it's a simple paste that you put in the back of a cage or inside of a DP. And then we got the urines for trapping. Got straight glands, got some empty bottles in case somebody wants to make their own. We got buckwheat hulls and mulch. The mulch is for when you're trapping in the wintertime, the ground has a tendency to freeze up. This helps as good in bedding. And we will also carry waxed dirt this year. That helps when you're out there in the wintertime and the ground's starting to freeze up and you're bedding your trap down. That trap has a tendency to freeze to the ground. With the wax, it doesn't. And things. And that's pretty much what we have right now for trapping. And we're constantly expanding and moving into new things. I want to carry some other brands of lures and some hardware as we continue to grow. All right, Tyler, up next we're going to talk a little bit about some of the trout fishing things here. Guys were stopping in all different time of the season trying to pick some trout things. The one that surprised me the most was this pink horn. The guy who makes the lures, Tom Purvis from Tom's Custom Lures, we did a show together and he brought like 15 of these packs with him. And he put them on the table. I laughed at him. I said, yeah, we probably won't sell that many of them. And by the end of the first day, we sold all 15 packs of that. And he had to bring more back with him too. So we've been carrying this and people are absolutely loving this pink horn. Usually this has more line into it, you can see. We carry all different types of line and we pound tesses, color of line. So if you like a specific type, we can probably get it for you or carry it here. The other thing I wanted to talk about are these spinners. These particular two spinners in general, if you go on and you even check on Facebook, Serena Spinners, Rick makes a really nice one. This is the one he's fishing right now. And here it is September 1st, and he's still catching trout on it. Has that little pink ball, and that's the Ridiculous Rick Magnum. And then most of the season he's fishing this Ridiculous Rick Brass one. I've shipped out quite a few of these over this summer, over the trout season. We're handling all the shipping and mail order for him now on these spinners. So these are nice. These are nice. And he has a unique way of handling a spinner compared to what I would do. I've learned and went to school this year on spinner fishing. And he's going to be here. We have an event coming up, and we'll talk about that event here a little later. But we have an event coming up, and he's going to be here to teach us how to use the spinner in the way he does. And that's those two things. Of course, we have the different types of split shots we have. We have different stringers. We have other spinners in here too. We got Pip spinners in here. They're local. Roberts custom spinners. They're local. And that's our whole philosophy, is trying to keep everything local to some of the local guys here. You're not going to be able to do that with everything. Of course, like Strand and your Mustad and Eagle Claw hooks. But if I can get it local, that's what I'm trying to shoot for. Now we're going to get into some of the hooks that we have. We have these snelled hooks, which snelled means, those who don't know, is they're tied. They already have the line on them, they're tied up. And then we have the ones that ain't tied. These are the loose ones. Some guys like to tie their own hooks up and onto their line and fish that way with them. We have minnow type of hook. This is a double hook. The way you use a minnow needle, which are sitting right next to them, and the way you thread it on minnow onto the line and stuff, he doesn't come off. That trout comes up and can hit him, but he doesn't come off the line and forces the trout to take him, not just pull him off. And then we got different sizes of hooks, all the way up to tied up to size 6. These later on, you'll see some other products that we have. These are for bass fishing in here, some cat fishing in here. The other neat product that we have, and I wanted to show, is these bait up cups. You put your minnows in there. and you set it in the water, and the water flows in naturally to them when they're out fishing. Then when you need one, you take the lid off of it and you turn it upside down, and it pushes the minnows up to you. And you pick your minnow out and you put the lid back on and fish them that way. So over here we have our bass fishing plastics, different colors, different varieties, different sizes. These are our stick baits right here. We have anything from a watermelon green pumpkin to a plum red blue flake, all the way over to a watermelon explosion color. We got some crayfish in here. Guys like using these crayfish. It's kind of hard to see. They use that on a Midwest finesse jig. It stands up really nice. Got these shooters in here. Different style of fishing for either panfish, or they can use them for even smallies. Our finesse worms. This was a big one for us, and is a big one for us. It's these black hellgrammites. People who have used them have told me the fish have hammered them in the beginning of the season, early on. And we also have the size in here for trout too. These are the trout hellgrammites. Guys put like a 1/64 or a 1/32 ounce shad dart on them and use them for trout fishing, and they were catching them. So we got different twisters, 2-inch ones, 3-inch twisters, twist minnows. We have TKO crawls, mud bugs, twist minnows, different tubes now. When we're talking about tubes and tube colors, we got from the motor oil to the root beer to a mustard color, watermelon green pumpkin. We have a large variety of tubes, and it seems like different guys like different colors. It also seems the type of day, if it's sunny and clear water, or sunny and dirty water, just murky water, the different tubes and how they react to the fish there. So that's some of the bass stuff. This guy here I deal with. I mentioned his name before. It's Tom's Custom Baits. Carlton, Middleburg area, out that way is where he's from. We've been friends for years, and we did some shows together, me and Tom did. But he puts a good plastic bait out. It's durable. It can take a beating without just simply easily ripping apart things. These are amazing. I have always thought these were amazing when I see them. And I'll pull one off of here. It's J&J Lures. This is a 4.5-inch nug, and it's for musky fishing. Now when you look at this, and you look at the simple lure, he takes a block of wood and starts shaping it into this. Then he ends up painting this himself. He airbrushes all of it. 3-ring split rings, extra strong hooks on it, plastic nose for diving. These are musky lures. He does them, and he does these glides. These glides are really nice too. This is what they call a smallmouth. If you ever seen a video, you can go on either my page, or you can go on a page on Facebook and just look to see how a glide is used for musky fishing. And then these here are similar glides, but they have a phosphorus eye in them. So when these eyes receive enough of sunlight, they light up underwater. We got the spinner baits. We got some bigger twisters for musky fishing, and some bigger jigs for that. Of course, some catfish bait we have too, and things. So we have a nice variety of plastics, musky things, and like I said, we're expanding slowly. So that's where we're at.